Good morning, my fellow Instacart shoppers. It's Wednesday, about 7:10 in the morning. Leaving about an hour late. Laying in bed contemplating life, as I do. So I thought I would switch it up with all the negativity surrounding Instacart. Let's try to make some positive changes if this is really what we're trying to do. Let's definitely make some positive changes. At least give them some positive suggestions. I know it's a lot going on, whether it's the 450,000 shoppers that's been hired, whether it's the bots stealing batches, whether it's the bots sniping slots for customers to put in for orders, which is a big deal to Instacart, which is one of the things that they're working on before anything. Whether it's the location problems on Android, I don't know if it's prevalent on Apple, but I definitely know it's vital on Android, and it kills us because people don't understand with this location thing with the Google Maps. If they can't locate us, we can't get an order, we can't get a batch. So not only can we get a batch, we can't. Not only can we get a batch, we can't. I'm sorry, what's the term? We can't start a batch. So if you're in the area, if you're trying to shop, and if you're trying to shop and you can't start your, it said you can't start your batch, or you're at the wrong location. I know with mine personally, I had contacted Instacart because I was stuck for 30 minutes not be able to do my batch because it was saying that I was at the wrong location. It wanted me to shop in the trees in the forest. I was like, I can't, what's going on here? So I know that's the big problem, but we have a huge topic to speak about. Something that I took some time to write down, took a little energy for me to jot down, just to give Instacart some suggestions on how to make the platform better, or at least say that you're doing something to get out, of the negative light that you're in with the media and with your shoppers, and even your customers, because your customers are complaining that they're not getting their groceries. So I know that's something that they mainly care about, or if not, that's the only thing they really care about, which is either the investors and their customers. They don't really care about shopper support, because we know that they shut down shopper support. So yeah, so let's get into it, and let me know what you guys think. Give me you guys' feedback. I'm gonna take you guys on my shop along today. Hopefully it's better than yesterday, because yesterday was not. I made my goal yesterday, but I guess after 5 o'clock, I could no longer shop orders because everything shut down after 5 o'clock. I ain't getting nothing after 5 o'clock. So I guess I can only work until 5 o'clock out here in Long Island. So we'll see, but let's get into it. We need to have a shopper's tier list. It could be either 3 or 4. I said 4 because I wanted to break it up, evenly. So in quarters. So I think it should be diamond, gold, silver, and blue. And blue will be for the new shoppers coming in, because they need to earn their keep. For us veterans who's done hundreds of batches, if not 1,000 batches. Not saying, I don't think I've done 1,000 batches, but I know I've done well over maybe 500 batches, maybe, I don't know, something like that. Over the years, I think you should have to earn your keep, because I think bringing new people into the platform, I think it's a good thing, but I also think they're oversaturating the market, and I understand that batches aren't getting done, but I kind of thought of a way to alleviate some of that. So I think it should be a tier list with diamond, which would be a rating system, which is a combination of multiple things. So I definitely think it should be a rating system. So diamond will be at 100 to 90%, gold will be 89 to 80%, silver will be 79 to 70%, and blue will be 0 to 69%. I think something along that nature would go well because it would allow different perks for different people. It would allow better customer service, and it would also allow your shoppers to work towards a goal about being a better shopper, because they would want better ratings, so they would act accordingly or do what they deem is necessary to make their customers experience a little bit better. Yeah, so it's a combination of your ratings, your comments, your feedback, your quality of items, your communication skills, replacing items, which is a big thing with people, as well as cancellations and presentation. I say presentation because it does matter how you put somebody's groceries on their doorstep. You don't just, throw it on their doorstep or just put their groceries out on the floor. Presentation does matter, and if you don't think so, then you haven't worked in the food industry and you haven't worked in the art industry. So I'll let you guys know that now. That's one. And oh wow, they turned down the White Castle. I feel some type of way. So yes, so that'll be definitely prevalent. So yeah, I think that'll be a good start, and then we can definitely make some moves after that. I think that'll be good for everybody. So we got our first delivery for the day, 30 by 32. I think it's like $43, and I think the mileage was like 2.3 or 3.2, something like that. But let's get it done. We're gonna get it started. We're gonna get back to what we were talking about. Okay, first delivery, not too bad. I pulled up and the lady was like, she this Asian lady, she came out in her robe. She was like, "Are you dropping something off?" Basically she was like, "Who are you?" Right? That's kind of their way of saying, "Who are you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm dropping." She's like, "Are you dropping off groceries?" I was like, "Yeah." She said, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm Instacart." Mind you, I got my badge and everything, and my car's backed up. She can see the groceries in my trunk, but she still proceeded to act like she didn't know who I was. But it makes sense because she said that her mom and her mom placed the order, and oh yeah, I forgot my mom placed the order, blah blah blah. But you come outside in a robe and don't act like you're going to your car like you thought what you thought. Like at the end of the day, you thought what you thought. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain. First order they completed. On to the second one. But we're gonna get into some more of this content that I have for you guys. Some more suggestions. So as I was saying, with the shopper tier list, the diamond, the gold, the silver, the blue, and your rating is going to be a combination of multiple things, such things that we already get graded on. So I feel like the higher percentage, the higher stats, the higher tier base you would be. Also, it would start after you did a minimum of 250 batches. I think that's a good estimate to roughly see where you can be at. I feel like you should have to put some time into this if you want to get something out of it. With that, and that's with just anything in life. The higher your status, the better your batches, such as batches over $55. I think, this is my humble opinion, I think people who start out shouldn't get priority batches because it takes so long to do some of these larger batches, and if you don't know where things are at, I feel like you need to earn your keep. So I think they shouldn't see anything over $50, but again, that's just my opinion, and that's opinion coming from a veteran. A newbie may think, something that's a little different. Also, I think the higher your rating, it should be a multiplier. So when we get these promos for five batches for, I don't know what it was, 5 batches for $30, I think it should be a multiplier 2 by 3 by 4 depending on your status. So if you're blue status, you should get by 1 multiplier, and if you're a diamond status, you get a ×4 multiplier. I think it's an incentive for us to work harder, or not even work harder, provide better customer service, and we get rewarded for the excellent job that we're doing. Also, to prevent, because I know customers like to abuse things, to prevent abuse of the platform, customers will be limited to the same 30 minute window that we're limited to. when we have to wait to see our full payout, I think the customer should be limited to that same 30-minute window that we are limited to. So they can't change the tip, they can't write a review, they can't say that nothing was dropped off, because they get pictures of the receipt and they get pictures of the drop off as well. That's going to prevent abuse from the customers. So I think we should get a weekly performance review. We used to get that in 2018, 2019, 2018. Yeah, 2018 to 2019 is when I was doing it. We should still get a weekly performance review if this policy is implemented. And we should get a numbers breakdown. I think they used to do that as well, if I'm not mistaken. They used to give us, yes, they did. They used to give us a numbers breakdown, and they used to give us a weekly breakdown and tell us like what our speed was or our items per whatever it was. But that could be abuse as well, because people could just go into a store, look at all the items they do, and get all the items, and then hit start, and then start the order, and then just scan. So there is multiple ways of cheating the system. Also, I know people shop with multiple people, and they can get things faster, because again, they can just send screenshots out, whatever. I don't care. You cheat. I don't care how you do it. None of my business. But I know that people abuse the number system. They abuse the metric system. So go from there. And then my last thing that I put was speed is not important because of the current pandemic that's going on, and checkout isn't normal. So also, this is a little tidbit as I was brainstorming with another fellow YouTuber. You should have to put in your VIN number, because you shouldn't be allowed to take orders that your car can't do, such as crushing groceries into a Prius, because you're taking a 55 by 65 order from Costco's, BJ's, any of the big warehouse grocery stores. You shouldn't have to jam pack them into a car because you want to make X amount of money. I think it's just a quality in doing things, and there's a little bit of luck, but a lot of skill into doing the things that we're doing. So I think that's not a major policy. If I was doing it, that's not a major policy, but that is something for them to think about. And lastly, if that wasn't good enough, if they don't want to do anything of that nature, we can do a preferred or favorite drivers feature. I think this will be like dope. It's short and sweet, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But they definitely do a preferred drivers or favorite feature. I know other platforms don't do this because I think it creates favoritism, but I also think it creates quality service, like you're rewarding quality. So how I implemented it, it will work as if you're online, or if you're online, the customer will see that you're online and they can place an order. I think that would be dope. Or if a customer orders and you are their preferred driver, you will get an alert saying that your preferred customer, or the customer that prefers you or favorited you is online. Oh, they placed an order, and then you have first pickings at it. I think shoppers should get paid a premium if their customers request them to shop their specific order. It will go to them at first, and shoppers can reject the order if they're not able to do it, and it will fall down to the other available shoppers, but the premium would be lost. So I think they can do something like that. I think that would be awesome. If you have customers who prefer certain drivers, certain shoppers, excuse me. Just like I showed you guys the handwritten letter. That's probably like my second or third one that I got. A handwritten letter saying thank you. Like if I can shoot you every time, I could, or like you're my favorite shopper. Like that would be so dope. And again, this is just some ideas that I'm spitting out to Instacart for them to implement to make the platform a little better. I know they're dealing with a whole bunch of stuff that we can't, that we can't account for. But I know people has been ragging on them, and again, I'm thankful for the platform, but I think they've just been under so much negative scrutiny, even by myself, be it YouTube or Twitter. But I think this is something that they could implement to make, our lives easy, better, to get them out of the spotlight, under the spotlight of being such a negative brand right now. But just my thoughts. Again, if you guys have any ideas, if you dislike some things, you like some things, let me know in the comments, man. I'm always willing to I'm always willing to do changes. I'm always willing to you know, have a intellectual conversation. So now that that's done, back to the orders. So we have a 47 by 53 order, and it's for $63. I missed out on a $70-something one, but it bounced back. It came right back, and I seen that it was $70-something. It was like 60 by 70, and it was like 10.1 miles. So I was like, oh, I'm a good thing I didn't like rush to get that one. So sometimes it definitely pays to be patient. So we're gonna knock the second order out for the day, and then we're gonna go from there. But this is a pretty big one, so it is what it is. Let's get it done. This was a very large order. It may not look big to y'all, but 55 by almost 60. So yeah. Not too bad of a drop off. I think it was only less than 3 miles, 2.8 miles from Costco's, which is great. But if you're gonna have a special request, don't have both your cars block the driveway, because you make my job 4 times as difficult. But whatever. We're gonna head back now. We're gonna see what we get. The app is messing up. It keeps the loading scroll in the middle, so I can't see any batches. I can't do anything. All I can do is restart the app or just leave it alone. So I'm gonna leave it alone for a few minutes and see if it boots back up. But second order done for the day, and on to the next one. So as I'm sitting here falling asleep, literally, I was falling asleep. I ain't gonna lie. I was falling asleep. It was bad. It was getting bad. I got $64. I think this one was $64. And shoot, what was it? 30 something by 40? I don't know, 37. I don't know. I left Costco's because Costco's wasn't dead, but they kept giving me orders from BJ's and places that I didn't want to shop at. So let me get this one knocked out. I just got to BJ's. I was getting comfortable. I put the seat back. I got the neck pillow. I was about to knock out, and then I got an order. But you know, let's get this third one of the day going, because the app has been acting crazy today. So it is what it is. Let's get it done. So not too bad of a drop off. About 12 minutes away. So he had a decent sized order, but nothing too crazy. In and out of BJ's, yes, in and out of BJ's. So it wasn't too crazy. Sometimes you just get nervous going in there because you know that it's a line going in or coming out of the store. But luckily it was fine, and knock it off. So third order done of the day. We'll try to get maybe 1 or 2 more orders depending on what they're trying to pay out for it. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Third order down. Let's see what we got up next. So as you can see, I've been saying for a minute, and I'm just not like I'm over it for today. I'm not gonna reach my goal. I'm not even gonna reach 200 today. So it is what it is. I'm just not gonna sit here with orders like that. Like, what's the point? Like, there has been nothing after 3 o'clock. Yesterday, it was about after 5 when like everything died down. But like after 3 o'clock today, like nothing. Like, and look what they sent to me. That's just. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm just done for the day. I can't sit here for an hour and wait for whatever. So I didn't reach my goal. I am way behind. I'm about I don't know, $200 off, to almost $300 off my goal for the week. But can't do nothing, man. You just can't do nothing with the influx of new shoppers, with everything that's going on. You really can't do anything. There's nothing you can do about this. And being on Android makes it worse because there's so many problems on Android. So I don't know, man. Go home and do a midweek recap and try to figure some ish out. I don't know. So as you can see, I had my first person try to get alcohol. I don't know if they were unaware, but I had to let them know that they couldn't get it because they didn't enter their date of birth. I guess when they signed up or whatever it is, so I guess you can't do alcohol that way. You have to enter your date of birth, so you can't get alcohol. You can't add it onto the order, I should say. That's what it told me. So that was me trying to deliver alcohol for the first time. I didn't know if it was gonna work out. I was taking screenshots. I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't want to get deactivated for like buying alcohol. So I screenshotted the message when he asked me and how I responded. So now I know. One more topic to talk about before we do a recap of today. So let's get into it. So as you can see, I had my first person try to get alcohol. I don't know if they were unaware, but I had to let them know that they couldn't get it because they didn't enter their date of birth. I guess when they signed up or whatever it is, so I guess you can't do alcohol that way. You have to enter your date of birth, so you can't get alcohol. You can't add it onto the order, I should say. That's what it told me. So that was me trying to deliver alcohol for the first time. I didn't know if it was gonna work out. I was taking screenshots. I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't want to get deactivated for like buying alcohol. So I screenshotted the message when he asked me and how I responded. So now I know. One more topic to talk about before we do a recap of today. So let's get into it. Really, Instacart? Really? What is this? This is transparent. This is a cloth cut with scissors. And I know because I used to work in the hotel industry. So this is cloth cut, folded, and then they cut it. Like that's, bruh, you like, the fact that you sent me this is highly disrespectful, right? Because it shows me how cheap you are, right? So you're a million, if not billion-dollar corporation, and you have crazy investors, and this is what you supply us with. This isn't even made well. I mean, the smallest bottle of sanitizer you can probably get somebody. Like I get hand sanitizer at Dollar Tree that's bigger than this. Did you see like comparison to what Grubhub gave? Like come on, man. This is this is exactly double the size. And the mask that Grubhub gave us, like they give us, I don't know, this is maybe 10 masks, like, and then they gave me a box of gloves. Granted, vinyl isn't the best because my hands have pretty bad reactions to it sometimes. But like, I didn't even get the gloves from Instacart. So like, this is bad. This is like, don't do this. Don't send, because we could have made this. Like, this DIY is better than this. This is terrible. Don't do this. Don't do that again. That's disrespectful. So again, just to recap, the shopper tier list, diamond, gold, silver, blue, for every 10 points under 100, you drop a tier. And 69 to 0 is blue, where you're starting out. I think that's a fair and honest way going about it, because you need to earn your keep. It's getting really bad out here with the new shoppers taking batches, the bot taking batches, the location thing is messing up, the location function is messing up. It doesn't allow us to start our batches. So it's funny, my last order, this young lady had told me that she had to actually cancel a batch, a high paying batch, because the location was messed up, so she couldn't start the batch because it said she's at the wrong location. So she said after 25 minutes of fighting the app, she had to cancel the batch, and that goes against you. You can get deactivated for things like that. So that's a bad, that's a bad feature, and they need to update it. But nonetheless, back to this. Again, the shop, your rating will go up upon a combination of replacement items, cancellations, delivery presentation, communication skills, replacements, quality of items, and comments and feedback as well. So it'll be a cornucopia of of things that attribute to your rating. The higher the percentage, the higher your status will be. Also, the higher your status, the better batches you have to pick from. I think that's a fair thing to do. I know I reiterated at the end of one of the other clips. I said that you should have to put in your car. I think you shouldn't be able to get big batches, huge batches, if your car can't handle it. I think that's a major step forward that they can do. I know Rody does that. You can't get certain orders if your car isn't big enough to handle it. So that's something that they should implement. I'm not saying that they have to, but that's just something that they might look into. So you don't have these little Prius taking orders that they can't fit, and they're shoving and crushing into their car. And I've seen horror stories from customers. I've seen pictures. I've seen videos that they get their groceries crushed and damaged because they're shoving everything into their car. So skip that. Next point is to start this, you would have to have completed 250 orders. I think that's a good solid number, because you can pretty much do that in 2 months, if not sooner, depending on how many batches you do. And also, the higher your tier between the 4, you should get a multiplier for the bonuses. So the basic bonus, like when he sent out the $30 if you complete 5 batches, you'll get that, and you'll get a multiplier by 2, by 3, and by 4. The higher your status, diamond will be the top, so you'll get, what is that? 120, 3, 6, 9, 12, 120 for doing the 5 batches. I think that would be a great incentive for us to go out there and actually do more orders, take more orders, because I don't do that many orders anymore. 1, because of the whole location thing, and 2, the orders are terrible. So it might incentivize me to do smaller orders if I have a goal to reach. If not, I'm not going to be aimlessly doing batches just to do batches. So again, it gives us incentives to do. It gives us incentives to perform better, because we work in the customer service line, so we should present this with as much professionalism as possible. And this is also a way to get rewarded from doing pretty much the right thing. So I think that'd be a dope idea. And to prevent abuse, the customers will be subject to the same rules we're subject to, saying that we have to wait 30 minutes until after we completed the batch to receive the full payment. But even then, the payment changed because the customer can have up to 3 days to change the tip. So I think they should be subject to the same rules that we are set. So after the 30 minutes, after we drop it off, it's not our responsibility for the customer to be home. If the customer isn't home, that's not our responsibility. Again, once we drop the groceries off, whatever happens to it, it's no longer our responsibility if we follow the customer's instructions. So I think that'll be dope. So and again, also we should, if they do implement something like this, I think we should have a weekly breakdown performance, a weekly numbers performance, to show us where we're at. Numbers speed shouldn't really matter now because of how everything is set up. And checkout is a little crazy, and everything's a little crazy on edge. And if not, if they want to do something, if they're not interested in doing something like that, maybe we can do something that has a preferred shopper or preferred drivers feature. And if a customer likes you or favorites you and they put out an order, you get a notification saying, hey, this customer's put out an order. If you accept the order, you get a premium on it, and the customer has to pay that premium if they want that specific shopper to shop for them. And if not, then it's gonna fall down to everybody else, and then they won't have to pay that premium, but it'll just fall down and they'll get any shopper after that. So, and if you decide to decline it, then you no longer get that premium. So I think it should be something like that, so you can build customer relationship as well as with the platform and as well as with the drivers. And again, it'd be great incentives to perform better. So that's just some things I think about when going forward. If you guys making this your full-time job, right now it's my part-time job, part-time/full-time, because of the recent pandemic that's going on. But you never know. Like, people doing this to make money, and why not try to help the platform be better if possible. If not, then again, there's multitude of other apps that you guys can use. You guys got Instacart, you got what's the other one? DoorDash, you have Roadie, you have Uber Eats, you have Grubhub, you have what's the other one? The other same Shipt. There we go. You have Shipt. So you have, that's what, 6-7 platforms right there that you guys can go make money. There's other stuff that I know. There's Rover, even Rover. You can go dog sitting and things of that nature. So there's multiple ways that you guys can be making money right now. Even not even dog sitting. You can dog walk. That's a big thing. Dog walking is big. I know dog walking is big out here in Long Island. So yeah. So there's definitely ways. So let me get into my numbers, and for the midweek from Sunday to Wednesday, and then I'll show that first, and then I'll talk about it and let you know how the week has been going so far. So let's see. So I was like smiling cheek to cheek because today was a crazy day, right? So today was a crazy day. And the second customer, she had this large order. If you guys don't remember, she had this large order, and her tip was originally $30 or something like that. She increased it to like $67. Like, that is huge, huge. Pause. And it makes me happy because I got the $30. I got a $30 promo from yesterday, and then I got a $36 tip increase today, so it jumped up to like 66. So that made me super happy because right now, well, Monday I made $249, Tuesday I made $313, and today I made $232 with her increase. I was a little bummed out because one, I was way off my goal. My goal is I'm supposed to be at 900 today. And then before that, so right now I'm at 795 for the week, probably a little more. I didn't count the cents or whatever. So $7.95 for the week, so that only puts me out of my goal by $105. So without the 36, let's say it's about $69 or whatever it is. I'm sorry. Yeah. So it'll be it'll be whatever. I messed up. Whatever it is. So yeah, if I'm minus the 60, I'll be at what, 730? I'll say 730, and then I'll be 170 off my goal. So that makes me so freaking happy, man. I'm only 105 off my goal for the week. I'm gonna try to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I know I've been BSing and getting out there 7, 8 o'clock, but even getting out there 6 o'clock, like, there don't be no orders, man. I sit there for an hour and change. There'll be no orders, and it's like I try to start my day at Costco's because Costco's is a little bit closer, and also we can get into the store earlier. But it's like it's painful just to sit out there an hour and a half sometimes, and you don't get a batch. So, but whatever, we're not gonna think about that. We're gonna see what the day brings tomorrow. Like I said, today I'm extremely happy because she put an extra $36 and plus a $30 promo, so I'm only $105 off my week, well, my daily average. I'm only $105 off for the week. Today I was off by 70, and Monday I was off by 50. So not too horrible. So yeah, man, that's it for the week so far. And then I'll give you, unless something crazy happens, I'm probably not gonna put up a video until Sunday night. Again, these videos take very long to edit, but that's what we do here, man. We take the time so you guys can learn something. Hopefully you guys learn something. If you learn something, give me a thumbs up. If you like my suggestions, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, let me know why in the comments. And we just try to make the platform better. With all the negativity surrounding it, why not try to put some positivity out there? Give them some suggestions. And if they do implement any of this, I want my cut. I want my cut. I want my cut. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Just maybe a milli. A couple milli. All right, let's get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Until Sunday, have a good one.